3 things I want you to try the next time you're vending at a craft show and you're bored. And by things, I mean not playing on your phone. Got it? Not playing on your phone. And for anyone out there that's like, she just called me out, I know, I'm talking to you. Number 1. Now, this one is not gonna be for everybody, but for me, I always do this. See this little bag? This is my sewing kit. I bring it with me because I always bring a container of inventory with me to work on. Granted, today I have literally 1, 2, 3, and there's another bag down there too, I swear. 3 containers of inventory to work on. Now, there are several reasons I do this. The first one is, as a handmade artist, people don't necessarily believe that I made, like these bags here unless I show them. So what happens is, when they see me with my needle and thread and my little scissors just hand stitching the insides closed, it's just a little tiny seam, it's not a big job, they realize that, oh, this girl actually makes her product. So if you have a business where you have a small little thing like that you can save up to work on while you're sitting there, do it. Like literally, I mean, if you got jewelry, even if it's just putting jewelry on cards, there you go. If you can put labels on products, if you're like me, if you stitch, if you crochet or knit, crochet and knit in your booth. If you are a more traditional artist, sketch in your booth, bring a sketchbook. Doesn't have to be good sketches, just enough to show people that you are actively doing the thing that you say you do and you were trying to sell to them. People like that, but also not every single moment of every single craft show is going to be exciting, and it also gives you something to do. Because the thing about playing on your phone is, when you're just sitting there, no one wants to interrupt you. And I know a lot of people will tell you, well, I don't like when people talk to me when I walk into their booth. That's fine. This isn't about talking to every person that comes in necessarily, other than saying, hi, I'm the artist, like, nice to meet you. It's literally just about people actually wanting to be like, oh, I want to buy this thing. Oh, that person's busy, I'm gonna walk away. You don't want that, So like, it's just, there's only so much playing on your phone you can do. So just keep that in mind. The second thing I want you to do, actually talk to your neighbors. Your neighbors have experiences you don't. Right? Say you're vending in a new area. You know nothing about the shows around you. Like right now, I'm standing in Chattanooga. I've never really done craft shows in Chattanooga except for the Chattanooga market. Well, vendors around here, my booth neighbors, for example, might know of some good craft shows that I could do that are up in this area. Awesome. I've learned something. The other thing is, if you're feeling like maybe a show is really slow or really busy for you, talking to your neighbors, if they've done that show more times than you have, they can confirm for you whether the show is actually busier than it usually is or it's slower. Because if you want to see if your numbers are average, maybe you're having what feels like a slow show to you, you thought this one was going to be really good, you need a point of comparison because you've never done it before. Your neighbor might have that point of comparison and say, okay, hey, there's this big event going on downtown. I think that's affected the traffic to this show. So to me, it's really important to talk to my neighbors. The other thing is, if something goes wrong, the people that are going to see first are literally your neighbors to the right, your neighbors to the left, potentially the neighbors in front of you. Or if you have to run to the restroom and there's no one, you didn't bring a helper with you that day, people that are going to be able to help you out in that moment are the neighbors next to you. So like, make friends. I know some of us are in our little like happy artist shells and it's hard, but like say, hey, how are you? Like, how many times have you done this show before? Oh, cool, I like your art, like something. My icebreaker today, you want to see my icebreaker today? Cake. I got to show my neighbors that I got cake from one of my favorite local bakers who is up out of town for this show with me. So Heaven Sweet Tooth, if you were local to like North Fulton, totally check her out. Love her cake. The number 3 thing that I want you to do is literally the thing that I am doing right now. Like, think about it. This is so freaking meta, it's not even funny. Come on, you've got this one. What am I doing right now? What am I doing? I'm filming a video. Do you have to start a YouTube channel to like film videos in your booth? Absolutely not. But I guarantee you probably have social media if you're doing craft shows, because a lot of shows require it. They ask you what their social is because they want to be able to feature you and your product when they invite you to your show. If you're like me and you feel like your studio at home isn't that like pretty-o studio, the one that people see on Pinterest or whatever, and you're like, I don't want to show this off, your booth actually might be that fancy, shiny place that you do want to take videos. For me, that's how it is. I love taking videos in my booth, and my customers react really, really well. My followers react really, really well. Whether you're taking photos or recording video for like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, even YouTube Shorts, Your booth is an excellent space to show off your talent and just kind of how beautiful your work is. Because the thing is, your booth setup, you put time and effort into that, right? You designed this, you tried to make it look perfect because you probably had to send somebody somewhere a photo of what it was going to look like, and they had to look at it and say, oh my gosh, that's so professional. I totally want to let this person into my show. So like, show off your hard work and feature it in your videos, and save sounds, save TikTok sounds, save Instagram Reel sounds. Make it easy on yourself. Have kind of a game plan going in, saying, okay, I'm gonna film 5 videos while I'm there. They're gonna be 10 seconds long, 20 seconds long, 30 seconds long, whatever. But if you do that, the awesome thing is, at the end of whatever show that week is, your show could have been a complete dud, all right? But look, if you had that little game plan to be like, okay, I'm gonna film some social media stuff, you now have maybe a week's worth of content that you can just batch post, and then you don't have to think about it for the rest of the week. And it's in a really nice setting, and it's probably going to do a little bit better than just a boring photo of a white wall as your background, you know, from your house, especially if you're me, you know, like, I don't think my studio is the nicest, fanciest, shiniest thing. This is my fancy, shiny thing. Those videos for me always do better. So think about actually filming content while you're here, and don't forget to, you know, post a reel or something when you first get to your booth in the morning and advertise what your booth looks like, where you're located, and let your followers know. If they found you at a craft show to begin with, they might go back and find you again. You never know. One of my favorite Instagram moments was I had this random reel go viral or semi-viral. It wasn't like crazy. I ended at like 60,000 views. I was really proud of it, so it was viral in my book. And it was just this cute little story I was telling about a kid I met at a craft show. Well, it did well enough on Instagram that I was at a craft show, and this girl walked past my booth and she did a double take. And she was like, wait a minute, I saw you. I saw your video about yada, yada, yada. And she told me the story right back because she had seen that video, and she came in, she probably wouldn't have stopped otherwise, and she bought something from me. And it was kind of like, that's not even an online sale. That's just, people do recognize you. So putting effort into this sort of thing, to me, it's totally worth it. So the next time you're vending at a show, I hope you will give one of my 3 things a try. I hope you will either bring a little bit of work with you, I hope you will chat with your neighbors, and I hope you will film some content just like I'm doing right now. I think you'll find it's a little bit more worth it than just sitting there staring at a wall, playing with your phone, or reading a book, especially at a craft show. It'll help your business a little bit more, and I don't know, it's fun. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and give me a subscribe if you want to see some more cool craft show content. And oh, if you like coloring too. I mean, that's basically what I do. I color.